Hi, it is showtime. We are painting the bunny and I have my bunny ears on. I am so excited. I'm actually going to change the direction of my face real quick. There we go.
It's like a plastic surgeon.
Bobby is here in the background doing commentary, I guess. Okay, so I can't see your comments now. Let me see if I can see your comments. Actually, oh, there we go. I see Carmen coming on. Say hi as you come on. I'm going to see if I can see your comments now that I have set a comment. So I have my bunny ears on. So let me know first if you have your bunny ears on. Secondly, I am really excited because we are going to paint this tonight. I have gift cards. I'm going to be giving away the whole night, and I am so happy you're here. So I want y'all all to first just stand up out of your seat. I know this sounds crazy, but just do it, please. Okay, stand up out of your seat, and I want you to just take a deep breath. Okay, let me see if y'all can see me.
Are you going to hop?
We should hop. Actually, that is a great idea, Bobby.
I thought that's where you were going.
That's a great idea.
Hop, hop.
We should hop. Hop, hip hop, anonymous. And so I want you to stand up. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to do 5 jumping jacks. I know it sounds silly, but the reason why is I want you to get your energy up and get excited. I wish so much I had my music cranking right now, but it won't allow me, or the Facebook will turn it off. So because I can't have my music cranking, thank you, Pixie. I want you to have your music cranking, okay? So take a deep breath and then do 5 jumping jacks with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the main reason I wanted you to do that was because I wanted you to see the fringe. No, that's not the main reason. The main reason is because I want you to be excited. I want you to get some blood going through those veins because we are about to have the next 45 minutes together of a lot of fun and some really cool stuff happening. Okay, so real quick, I have to turn my volume off and pull y'all up here because I can't see your comments, but I am going to find them, so don't you worry, because I really want to be able to see what is going on. Okay, 1 second, let me find them. Who did the jumping jacks? Anybody? Let me see. Did anybody do it? Let's see. Oh, everybody's saying hi. Okay, hello. I see Lisa. I see Angelica. Oh my gosh, Angelica says, got my exercise for today. Great job, Angelica.
Close those rings.
Close the rings. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. Okay, I am excited. Okay, so now that we have taken a deep breath, I have almost knocked over everything that we have just set up. At this whole table, we will show pictures and video of it after, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras going right now. Because as you know, over almost 5,000 of you have signed up to get this video. And so I don't know how many will show up live. Obviously not all 5,000, but almost 5,000 of you have signed up for this. So I'm really excited. So we have a lot of cameras going. And so we will show you all of the cameras that I just almost knocked off while trying to sit back down. Yep, that's me. Okay, I'm excited. All right, so let's get to painting. First, I want to tell you a couple of things about the gift cards. Tonight, I am going to be watching your comments right over here on this one, right over that way. I'm going to be watching your comments and giving away gift cards like right now. So we have, let's see, Desi Mayo Coleman. Desi Mayo Coleman, if you could please email support@texasartandsoul.com. You are the first one to win a gift card. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to start writing names down. Desi Coleman, you're the first winner. So that's how the gift cards will work throughout the night. Okay, so we got one and we got several more to go tonight. Okay, so that's really cool. So congratulate Desi. Also remember, this is a kind group. If you are a meanie, we don't want you here. So I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying there are a million places that you can go online to be ugly. and this is not one of them. So we are a kind place to be, and I want you to know that right off the bat, because a lot of you are going to be painting for the first time. And as you're painting for the first time, it may not be as beautiful as you want as you get better and better. And so I want you to know as you're posting that it's okay. And we're going to be a loving, supportive group, giving critiques possibly and compliments, but never in a mean way. So if you're a meanie, leave. Okay, everybody else, I'm happy you're here. Okay, so the next thing I want to say before we get started, let me know first off if you have bunny ears on. So put yes if you have bunny ears. Secondly, I want to know who is actually painting with me tonight. So a lot of times people will paint live with me, but then they go back and they rewatch it and they add to it. Sometimes you want to just watch me paint and then make sure you paint it before the deadline, because all of the prizes are happening before that deadline on Tuesday. So you have until Tuesday to get all of this done. And I'm so excited. We have big prizes. Bobby, did you know we are giving away a prize for the most unique twist on the Woodland Bunny, the most creative background, and the most creative surface. Did you know that?
I've seen some of the surfaces people choose.
You have? Okay,
Yeah.
so.
It can get scary.
Oh my gosh, we have had some of the best surfaces people have painted on. Everything from husbands' backs to toilets to all kinds of fun stuff. So I want y'all to know right now, are you watching, just having a good time? Maybe you have a glass of wine or a good old cup of coffee my daughter just made me. So if I'm not amped up already, I'm about to be real amped up. And then we are going to be just sharing. I have so many cool things I want to do. So tonight is all about fun, and it's all about dreaming big. So I'm going to be sharing some cool stuff about how you can dream big for this summer and really awesome stuff. So I don't know why I don't want to activate a stars party, Facebook. They're wanting me to activate a whole stars party. I mean, it sounds fun, but we already have our party going. We got a party going already. Okay, so we have Laura just watching tonight with her coffee, and we have Julie with her bunny ears. She is painting. Okay, awesome. Okay, so what we did first, and I had y'all go ahead and do this first so we could go straight to painting the bunny. Remember, you don't have to use any of the colors I am using, but I'm going to start with white paint, and we're going to get this bunny painted. And you do also have the step-by-step instructions. Everything is in the featured tab for you inside this group. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay. So excited. Okay, so grab your 1-inch brush, and we're going to grab a little bit of white paint. And I guess you probably need to see the bunny and not my face. So I'm going to put that right there. Oh, good. You get to see the fringe. Yay. That's so exciting. Okay, so we're just going to grab the white. If fringe is wrong, I don't want to be right. Y'all heard that saying? Have you never heard me say that? I love that. If fringe is wrong, I don't want to be right. Oh, Maggie's got her country music cranked. Y'all, this is the thing that I want you to remember. Crank up your music right now. This is a party. When we are teaching at a paint party, which you will see me teach live tomorrow, I'm just going to go right on top because I have Sharpie. If you don't have Sharpie, probably don't go right on top. But tomorrow, you know, what you're going to see is me teaching a paint party. And when you're teaching a paint party in person, you want to have that music going. We actually have a full playlist from y'all. Okay, let's see. Painting and Hallmark. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so Deb says, I'm watching you paint and I'll paint later. You're so inspiring. Enjoy watching. Oh, thank you, Deb. Deb Jones, that comment deserves a gift card. Deb, thank you for being kind. I'm going to be kind to you by giving you a Starbucks gift card. I'll buy you some coffee. So Deb Jones, congrats. If you would please email support@texasartandsoul.com, and we will send you a Starbucks gift card, and I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Okay, so we're going to just keep adding our white here. Monica says, I'm listening to 70s music. Actually, Monica, that is a great choice. I was listening to the Beatles yesterday, and Pixie came out on the back porch, and she goes, why are you listening to the Beatles? I was like, these are the greatest songs of all time. Oh, Linda agrees with me, Bobby. If fringe is wrong, I don't want to be right. Thank you, Linda. That's awesome. Okay, so we're just going to add our white on here. And again, if you want a pink bunny, if you want a blue bunny, whatever you choose, that's kind of part of the prizes as well. Okay, I am so excited. I have so much to share with y'all tonight. So much to share. Okay, I got to take breaths because you know how I do. I get real excited. I talk where I don't breathe, and then I'm like a toddler who almost passes out. So let me take a drink, and then I'm going to get back at it.
I think she put real milk in that.
No, she did not. Y'all, should I tell all y'all? I am very allergic to real milk. Not like go to the hospital way, but definitely go to the bathroom way. So we definitely don't want real milk in that coffee.
Overshare.
You know I overshare. Y'all know me. I just gotta share inappropriate stuff sometimes. That's just how I do. Anybody else have milk dairy issues?
Rope 'em in.
If it's not just me, then it's not as embarrassing. Lactose problems, anyone? We're gonna go this route. Oh, Ina says nothing better than oat milk. That's what I have right now is oat milk. That's awesome. Okay, so Michelle says you inspired me to learn to paint, and I painted the gnome on wood. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all have painted those gnomes, and especially those of y'all that are doing paint parties. Those have been a huge success with paint parties. Huge success with a lot of paint parties in those gnomes. So make sure you are doing that. And those of y'all on PPHQ, this one right here, we've had a lot of people already booking parties with this one. I don't know if you can see it. And I just booked a party today with this one as well. So any of y'all on PPHQ using those designs of mine, that's a really good one that's starting to take off really well. Okay, so I'm just going to go over a little bit of the lines. If you go over your lines where you can't see them, so tomorrow, remember tonight is do one, tomorrow is teach one, the next night is, hold on, I said that wrong. Tonight is paint one, tomorrow is watch one, and the next night is do one. So when you're teaching this, I would highly recommend like having your painters go around it. So you'll see me tomorrow have them kind of go around it, because me and you can probably go on this and it'll be okay, but people who are brand new to painting may freak out. 75% of the population have lactose problems. Oh, huh. Rhonda, that's good to know. Very good to know. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is we have the white painted. If you're following along in the instructions, which we have in the featured tab, so if you need to read this in the featured tab, go ahead and clean your brush. And what we're going to do is with a dark green color, we're going to paint in a few large football shapes, which we kind of already got those drawn in. So I'm going to go ahead with Hauser dark green. I actually could not find my forest green, so I'm going to go with Hauser dark green. So again, it does not matter that much if you're using a different color green. So what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing it, and then I'm just going to take it and just turn it to the side. And I'm going to put this up a little bit closer so you can see. But I'm just taking it, pushing it to the side like this, and just getting those big chunks of color. And this is going to get kind of a base. Now, the great thing about this painting is you can go over it if you don't like something. There's no big deal if you make a mistake, because we're going to add some layers on this, so some of this green won't even show up, okay? Yes, Monica, that's a great question. Can we replay this tomorrow before the class? Of course. You're going to have access to the replays. Now, this group is only going to stay open a couple of weeks, and you'll have access to the recording, so don't worry. But as far as like having the group active where you can post is only going to be a couple of weeks. So all of the prizes and stuff, you have until Tuesday to do your posting. And then I'm going to give you some homework as well. So It's gonna be good homework, don't you worry. It's gonna be fun homework, and I'm about to tell you about that in just a second. Okay, let me add a few more right here. Okay, how's everybody doing? Do a heart or a thumbs up if you're still in there. Yes, Irene, if you're still painting the white, remember, if I'm painting too fast, you can always rewatch this and pause me, okay? So you can always just like crank up your music, have some fun painting with me, just go with the steps that you're on and be okay with that, and then pause me if you rewatch tomorrow, stuff like that. Okay, so who's having fun? I'm excited. I'm so happy you're here. Okay. Oh, Virginia. Patty from Virginia is on here. Teresa, okay, good. That's okay. Heather says, I'm good. Good. Everybody's still okay. Do we need to take a deep breath and do our jumping jacks again? Just let me know. If we need a jumping jack break, just say jumping jack break and we will go for it. Okay? Just let me know. Oh, thank you, Lynette. Oh, you're awesome. Okay. I want to talk about something really cool. All right, so let me tell you the next step, and then I want to talk about something pretty awesome with you. Okay, let's see. Did y'all hear my large sip? I apologize. Okay, we're going to get a dark brown. This can be an espresso, or if you lost your espresso like I did, I just grabbed some dark chocolate. So again, I'm just trying to show you that it does not matter that much. And when you are in the paint party business, there is so many times. Oh, Karen Holly, she says, I lost you for a minute. I almost started crying. Karen Holly, let's send you a gift card. We don't want you crying. Karen Holly, if you would please email support@texasartandsoul.com and tell us your address. I'll send you a cup of coffee. Yeah, we don't want anybody crying. There is no crying in painting. No, sometimes there is. I cried the other day while I was painting. Sometimes there is crying. There is crying in painting sometimes. But tonight, it's all fun. Okay, so what I want you to do is grab the brown. Now, we're going to touch on the ears, the center of the ears, and the bow tie. So you can either use your 1-inch flat or you can use your round, okay? So either one of those. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use my like 6 or 8 round, and I'm just gonna fill these in. Now, what I wanna talk about right now is I want y'all to dream a little bit with me. And what I mean by that is what would be something exciting for you to do this summer, okay? So before you start saying it, I mean, some of y'all probably already know and you're starting to like totally, write things in the comments and you're going crazy. You already know what you want. But I want to explain this for just a second, okay? Here's the deal. When you are thinking about this summer, I want you to think about what is something you want to do. Is it a road trip? Is it going to, is it a big vacation? Is it going on a picnic? Is it, oh, my dog is very excited. Blue? Blue's I think Amazon's here. I think Amazon's here because Blue is excited. So is it going on a picnic? Is it, going to, like, for example, we have a restaurant that has, I've heard, some of the best barbecue, and it's about 30 minutes for me. And every time we pass it, we say, we need to stop. Oh, Blue wants to say hi. Hold on. Don't show him yet.
He wanted to say sorry for barking.
Hold on. He doesn't have to apologize. Blue, you don't have to apologize for saying sorry for barking because you're a bunny dog. Scoot him down just a little, like towards my. There he is. Hi, Blue. You're saying hi as a bunny.
He looks upset.
I don't think he likes the ears.
I can't help you.
Blue was very excited about was it Amazon?
No, it wasn't anything.
It was a ghost.
Oh, Blue's excited about it. Oh, they all love you. Oh, they're saying hi to you, Blue.
Everybody saying hi. He said hi back.
Yeah, he was really saying hi back to all of y'all. Okay, so for example, there's this restaurant about 30 minutes from us. And every time I pass it, we talk about, oh, somebody's told us the best barbecue is there. And every single time we say, we should go there one day. And we never do it. Like, we've never done it. Every time we've passed, I probably passed that place, 10,000 times Never once, well, that's probably an exaggeration, but never once have we stopped. And so what I want you to do is think about what is something that you would want to do this summer, okay? So I'm going to start reading your comments because I have something kind of cool I want to share with you. And so let's see, we have Victoria saying, traveling to see my favorite band. I have a VIP for the Goo Goo Dolls. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. And Disney World, that is amazing. Just keep spending as much time with my husband. Oh, Cynthia. Oh my gosh, these are coming in fast and furious. Rhonda says, I want to go to Nashville. Oh my gosh, y'all are saying these so fast. So make sure you're reading these, because I'm going to go back and read some of these. But here is the reason why I wanted to share this with you. And I accidentally forgot to put the white here. So I'm going to grab some white right here and do this. Okay, so keep bringing them in. Ocean kayaking is on Jennifer's list. Tina says spending time with her dad. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Keep them coming. I want to hear, what is your dream for this summer? Whether it's big, small, I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's a big trip, if it's a picnic, if it's literally just maybe you have a pool and you just want to swim in your pool all summer. I don't care what it is. I just want you to type it. I want you to type it down so that we see it, okay? Anything that is important to you. Now remember, everybody has something like, for example, going camping to me, it's like my worst nightmare. And then to like my friend Sarah, who's, an adventurer, camper, hiker, that's like her dream come true. And so everybody has a different way they like to spend their time. Thank God above that we are all different, right? Can we just all get a clap that we are all different and we all have different skills and talents and reasons that we're in this world. And thank the Lord above, we don't all love the same thing, okay? So it is okay that some people love camping and some people hate camping. That doesn't make anybody a bad person. I'm not a bad person because I don't like to camp. I just seriously love to have access to a bathroom because of my lactose issues. Sorry, it just rolled into that. I apologize, but it's kind of partly true. Okay, so what would you want to do someday? We have Doreen that says, dreaming about road tripping around the states to visit distant friends. Oh my gosh, Doreen, I do that sometimes with paint parties. I think it's so much fun to do that. Having a big paint party outdoors. How awesome is that? So cool. Let's see. Yes, it would be very boring, Lynette, if we were all the same. That's the same. And then, oh my gosh, Annie wants to go to the Lantern Festival. Okay, please, Annie, do that with your family. It is one of the coolest things I've ever been to in my life. Okay, so I have homework for y'all, okay? And this is part of the homework. Now, before I give you the homework, I'm going to do the next step so I keep us moving forward. What we're going to do is we're going to take some antique gold, okay, antique gold, and we're going to go ahead and paint inside these flowers, just using that round brush. Now, take your round brush, your antique gold, and then we're going to just fill in all of these sections of the flowers. And don't really be specific about it. Be almost like whimsical and loose. Just kind of get it on there and just blob it. I know it's real technical, but I want you just to blob your brush, okay? All right, so here's what's going to be your homework. Your homework, besides painting your bunny, obviously, your homework is going to be to write down on a piece of paper, or if you have gone live and you feel like you want to do a live, you can go live in this group and actually hold up your paper and say what your summer dream is. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a piece of paper. Did you know that when people write stuff down, it is more likely to get done than people who don't? So we are not just dreamers here. We are doers. We are action takers. You are a doer. You are an action taker. So I want you to write down your summer dream. I want you to write down the date that you are going to make it happen. Okay? It's easy to say, I'm going to go spend time with my dad. But if I say on June 22nd, I'm going to meet my dad halfway and we're going to have coffee at Magnolia in Waco, then I know on June 22nd that's going to happen. I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to make sure he's going to come. I'm going to make it happen, which, by the way, that is going to be one of my things this summer. So then put I will, and then whatever that dream is, I want you to put that on there. Now, here's what you get to do. You either get to take a picture holding it and then post it as your homework tonight, or if you feel fancy enough, you can actually go live and say, hey, my name is Heidi. My summer dream is spending time with my dad. I'm going to make a date for June 22nd to meet him for coffee in Waco, and I can't wait. And I want you to share, because by you sharing, you're going to inspire others to share. And it doesn't always have to be this huge, fantastical dream, okay? It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to go spend $40,000 in Italy, that's a huge dream of mine, but that's going to be a while. So it doesn't have to be that. It can be dreams that are, something that you can seriously make happen this summer, okay? So you love homework. I love that. Okay, so I want to tell you a story while I am putting these colors on here. Okay, before I do that, let me go ahead and pick another winner. And let's have, oh my gosh, Heather Wire. Heather Wire, you are the next winner, okay? Heather Wire. And all I need you to do is email support@texasartandsoul.com, and I'm going to send you some coffee. Heather Wire. So y'all go ahead and congratulate Heather and keep your dreams coming in, because I want to share a couple of things. So here's a fact. According to the Wealth Research Group, 98% of people die without fulfilling their dreams. Now, that is so sad to me, because a lot of times when you really think about, and I've spoken about this a lot, but when you really write down the things you want to do, a lot of times it's very doable stuff. A lot of times it's not like, oh, I want to go buy this fancy sports car and I want to go, ride in blah, blah, blah. Like, a lot of that stuff is not really what we want. We want to spend extra time with our family. We want to have these special moments, right? It's not these like extravagant things most of the time. But when I read that, it made me really sad, because 98% of people die without fulfilling their dreams. And that's because, what I believe is because they're not writing them down, and they're not actually putting a date to it. They are not putting a date to it. Lauren, she says, yep, I'm turning 60 this July and I want to do so much. Well, you are in a great spot, because we are right now going to be putting down a summer dream. Okay, so before we go to the next step and before I share this little story, I want everybody to take a breath, put your brush down, take a deep breath, stand up. It's time. We're going to do some jumping jacks, okay? We're going to do some jumping jacks, because we are not just painting a bunny here. We're changing our life. We're changing our summer. I know you just came here for a paint party, but I can't just give you a paint party. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, so we're closing our rings on or if you got your athletic watch on, which I do not. Okay, so take a deep breath. Remember, if you are not this far along, you have until Tuesday to still be a part of all of the prizes, all of the things that I'm giving away. So have some fun. I want you to be dreaming tonight. Be thinking about what you want to do this summer. Nothing happens without planning it. It doesn't. We say we want to do this or do that, but if we don't plan it, you got to dream it, then you got to plan it, then you got to do it, okay? All right, so we got the base of our flowers. Gail is out of breath. Me too, Gail. This summer, I'm doing my someday list. Yeah, so here's the thing. Remember someday, I want to just remind y'all, someday turns into when, right? If we don't have a date, a crystal clear date, you have to put a date on a calendar and make it happen. We are not promised someday. And I promise you, when you are 98 years old, you will not look back and regret that you did not do something that you dreamed of, okay? So I'm just giving you kind of a challenge here to make sure that you write it down. All right, this is your homework. When you have a date, it makes things real. It makes things happen. Okay, so we have the part of the antique gold on there, and you can just kind of make it wavy. And then what we're going to do now is just start kind of adding in a little bit of greenery. So this part is with a 2-inch chip brush, and this is really fun. So we're going to take a little bit of the dark green, okay, and just dab it, and then dab some of it off. Now, all you're going to do is just kind of anywhere there's sections, just start to add it in there. So you're dabbing. So let me make sure you can see dab, dab off, and then dab it in there. This is where we're just kind of, making some areas where it all kind of starts to come together. And we're going to dab with the dark green first, and then we're going to add some light green on top. So a little bit of dab. Did y'all get up and do the jumping jacks? Let me see. Did you or did you not? That is the question. Let's see. Let's see who did them. I want to see. Say yes if you did the jumping jacks. I'm having some wine and listening. Tabitha, that sounds like a great night. I hope you have some great like Chris Stapleton music or Shakira or just some fun stuff. Cheryl did them. Yes. Deborah did them. Yep. Oh my gosh, I love y'all. Yes. Her 6-year-old Bonnie did them with her too. Oh, Michelle now has 2 black eyes. Sorry, Michelle. Sorry about that. I apologize. If you wear fringe, it's even more fun when you do jumping jacks. Okay, good. Make sure you have some good music behind you, okay? And, if you had a knee replacement, don't do the jumping. Don't do that. That is not good. Oh, we got Pink in the house. Rhonda is rocking some Pink. Oh my gosh, I have listened to so many of her albums. I love Pink. Okay, so just add in some of this fun stuff. Then you can take, if you want, a lighter green, any kind of light green, or I like to use festive green metallic. And remember, if you're in Paint Party headquarters, you get 50% off every single month of your paints. So this really, really helps out if you're in the Paint Party business or if you're a crafter and you just order a lot of paints. So remember, all of y'all in Paint Party headquarters, use your coupon code. We have people every month that use that coupon code to get their paints for their parties. So make sure you use it. Okay, so the only difference between people who follow through with their dreams and those who don't is the people who follow through with their dreams made a decision to do it in the first place and never stopped after that. Okay, so I have this cool story. I hope I don't mess it up because my mother-in-law told it to me, and it was something that she witnessed and she experienced, and I thought it was so cool, and I want to share it with you, and I hope I don't mess it up. I wrote it down just so I would not say it wrong, so I'm going to kind of read it to you just so I don't mess it up, okay? Let me get it in front of me because I thought this was such a cool story that she had. Okay, my mother-in-law was at a Cowboys game. So this was not too long. This was back in Thanksgiving. She said, and she's a huge fan. So if you're a Cowboys fan or if you watch football, please let me know your team. I won't know much about it at all. So I wish I could be like, yay, I know about the Cowboys. I've seen some of their stuff. I've never been to a Cowboys game, but a fun fact, when I was a school teacher, I actually took three different sets of students to the Cowboys Stadium art tour. Yes, there is an art tour at the Cowboys Stadium. So the stadium was built, and Jerry Jones's wife wanted it basically to look like an art installation. So if you're in the stadium, she wanted it to be where if people couldn't go to an art museum, they would still kind of feel like they're part of an art museum. So a fun fact, I've never been to a game, but I've actually been to 3 tours of the art stuff at the Cowboys Stadium, which is really, really awesome. Victoria, I know you are 150% Packer fan for sure. Okay, so she says, so here she is in the Cowboys Stadium of 100,000 people. This guy in his 20s, right in front of her, started the wave. You know, everybody, when they start doing the wave at the stadium, she said at first, not many people noticed. He would stand up and do it again. A few people joined in, but not many. Then he kept at it and changed directions. After about 30 times, the boy succeeded. 100,000 people were doing the wave all because he didn't give up. He pivoted to the people on the other side. He never said a word, but took action and didn't mind looking stupid or being rejected because he saw his goal. Could you imagine taking action when you're scared? Or when others may think you're foolish when no one's looking? Or even scarier, when people are looking. That's when it's real scary, right? Taking action when people are watching. So I wanted to read that to you because there's times when we feel like a goal or a dream is just unreachable or impossible, but it really isn't. Sometimes you got to do it 30 times. Sometimes you got to keep going after it. And I'm taking festive metallic green and I'm just adding it on here on just kind of like one side of the leaf. Every time I see a leaf, I'm just going to do one side of the leaf. So what I want you to hear from that story, and I love that she saw that real time. She saw this 20-year-old something kid wanting this to happen, hoping that he would get the wave started at this professional football game, looking stupid, getting up, didn't care. He kept going. He changed directions. He pivoted. We talk about in business, especially those of you on the paint party business, if you were doing paint parties in 2020, you pivoted like crazy. We all pivoted, right? He pivoted. He started going a different route. And before you know it, 100,000 people are doing the wave with him because he didn't want to give up on his dream. Earl Nightingale says, never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take you to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Isn't that cool? Like I always think about, it took me 8 years to get my 4-year degree. You would think I would be a doctor, but no, I'm not. I'm not. I don't have a doctorate. I have a 4-year degree. And it took me 8 years. I walked the stage, graduated, almost about to deliver Pixie, over 8.5 months pregnant. But time was going to pass anyway. The same thing with your paint party business or your painting skills. Whatever it is, time is going to pass anyway. I'm going to repeat that again. Earl Nightingale said, never give up on your dream just because of the time it will take you to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Isn't that so freeing to just take a breath and go, it's going to happen anyway. Time's going to happen anyway. So why not work on something cool like a bunny? Just saying. Okay. All right. So we have our green here. And so while we are, I see a ton of comments about people saying great quote. All of those things are awesome. I did see a ton of people talking about their teams, which is awesome. I love seeing that because, there's always some rivalry there in the team. Sometimes it takes a while to meet those goals, Karen, for sure. Time is the only thing you have of value. Lisa, very, very true. Oh my gosh, I love that. Tammy says her daughter says just breathe on her wrist. Yeah, there's so many things. I have this really cool, I'm going to go ahead and add black to the eyes. I have this really cool article, and for those of you that have been painting with me for a while, you have heard me say this. If you haven't heard me say it, I hope you will remember this. But one of my favorite magazines is Success Magazine. And Gabby Bernstein, she had an article in there, and it talked about what would you tell your younger self? What would you tell yourself, 10 years ago? And she said, relax. It's going to be okay. I think that's what it said. I need to make sure. Hold on. I have it right here.
Meanwhile, this bunny is just looking amazing.
Bobby's coming in for comic relief. Actually, I misquoted. It says, relax, it's going to be great.
Hold on. You have it that big, hung up on a wall. You couldn't remember you had to go grab it. I thought you were going to grab like a little piece of paper.
Shut up. I kept forgetting it, so I painted it. And I have it outside. I have it outside my office wall because I always forget it. I do. Y'all, I'm a very forgetful artist. That's why I bring step-by-step instructions with me to my paint parties. But no, for real. So I had that Success Magazine. Everybody's saying hi to you, Bobby. I had that Success Magazine, literally earmarked, and I would reread it, and I go, oh my gosh, what did she say again? And I forgot it. And so finally, I just painted it. Oh crap.
Don't knock stuff.
Sorry, I'm knocking over all the cameras. Relax, it's going to be great, right? I painted this because I wanted to know from somebody who, in our eyes, in society's eyes, that, we see deemed successful, right? We see her, New York Times bestseller, out there, doing all of these really great things. Does that mean that she has everything, perfect? Obviously, no. Nobody does. But she wanted to, it was so cool to read an article in, her speaking to herself 10 years before. Relax, it's going to be great. And I want y'all to remember that. We're in this process of whatever it is, but I want you to relax. It's going to be great. And, enjoy the process of where you're at right now. So that's why your homework, although, yes, painting a bunny is part of it, it is also about writing out your summer dream and posting that with a date. Because by you posting it with a date, you're actually going to make it happen. Okay? You're going to make it happen. Oh, Gina says, younger self was fearful, now willing to take that step. Oh, I love that. I love that. Victoria, yes, I'm a very forgetful artist. Okay, next step. I'm going to get some cotton candy. And I'm going to just kind of put some right here on the cheeks for this little cute bunny. Oh, this should have been shooken a little bit more. So I'm actually going to finger paint. When do I relax? Cheryl, so I am a sun person. Oh my gosh, I am a sun person. So I love to be laying out in the sun with a magazine, keeping up with, somebody's got to keep up with Brad Pitt and those Kardashians and what's going on. So that's kind of when I take my moments to relax, is just reading Us Weekly. I know it's not, the best use of time, but sometimes you just got to sit in the sun and you got to just, make sure Brad Pitt, what all's going on, you got to check it out. Found some interesting stuff out this week. But yeah, usually I am, other than that, I'm usually 90 miles an hour. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of the cotton candy, and I'm just going to kind of just use my fingers and rub it on there. You can use a paintbrush if you want, but I don't know, I thought that was fun, so I'm going to do it that way. Now what we can do is go ahead and take this brush right here. We're going to use a little bit of green. Oh, I love that, Lisa. If you're happy, it is always a good use of time. Yeah, I read a lot of different books and stuff like that, especially different self-help books and things like that. And sometimes I just got to have a Us Weekly, and I just got to figure out what's going on with the Pitts and the Jolies. I got to figure out, what's going on. I don't know. It's just one of my things. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this and start making little lines and then just bringing these lines in. And while I'm doing that, can we all just give a big shout out to the Paint Party Headquarters and Texas Art and Soul team. They are amazing. I just want to do a huge shout out. Not only are they always amazing, because they're always just jumping in and helping. And if you've been a part of any of this in Paint Party Headquarters and any of Texas Art and Soul, you have probably had some kind of response or some kind of interaction with our team. So if we could just do a huge shout out and just a big thank you, maybe from me to them. I just want to say a huge thank you publicly. And then also, if y'all don't mind giving them a huge shout out as well. They are amazing and they are behind the scenes right now helping and sending me messages and making sure everything is working. So I am so thankful. I remember when it was just me doing all of this and hoping and praying and wishing one day I would have a team as awesome as them. So I just want to give y'all a round of applause publicly right now. I got a heart message coming in from Brendan right now. And I just want to say thank y'all so much. Y'all are amazing. And we could not do all of the great things we do without them. So I know I'm 90 miles an hour, but they are 120 miles an hour on the background doing so many things that nobody would even know to do. So I just want to say a huge thank you. They're amazing. Getting y'all in the right spots through email, through messages, through our groups, through everything. They are awesome. So thank you. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of that. Then what I want to do is go back with that festive green and just kind of add a little bit on top. So really, all I'm trying to do is just get some texture to this bunny, just to kind of make him just have some fun, just a little texture. Nothing wrong with a little texture. Aw, y'all are awesome. Thank y'all for doing so many. I know they're going to see these and they're going to love this. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. Okay, let's do another giveaway. Let's have Marilyn Evans. Marilyn Evans, we appreciate all of you. I'm going to go ahead and give Marilyn Evans a gift card if you want to email our team. support@texasartandsoul.com. Marilyn Evans, you are the next winner of a gift card. And we appreciate you. Yeah, one of our biggest values is we want people to feel loved when they are in Paint Party Headquarters. If they are on Texas Art and Soul, wherever it's at, we want you to feel loved. And I'm going to use some plum just for the nose. The plum with maybe a little bit of white because I couldn't find my frosted plum. I don't know where it went. And that's one of our big core things is making you feel loved. We know that even though it's just a post, you might just put a post somewhere, by you getting a response to that, and obviously we try to be everywhere and we can't always be everywhere, but just being able to try to show you that we care and giving you a response is very, very important to our team. So we try so hard. We want to show, Pam said, who knew we would meet in Dollywood and become great friends? Yeah, I'm sure so many of y'all have met each other and have become friends. And oh my gosh, I love it so much. It makes me so happy when y'all meet each other and actually form a bond. That is what it's about. That is so what it's about. So this bunny doesn't keep looking evil. I'm going to go ahead and add these two little white dots. So I'm just doing a dot here, like a line and a dot here, just so he looks like he's alive. I just want him to look alive. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is I'm going to add in some of this purple that we just used, and I'm going to take this round brush right here, and I'm going to grab right in here, bring that bunny closer. Oh, you got it, Margaret. Let me bring this bunny closer. I'm going to do Hold on. I gotta get some of this out. I'm gonna get some amethyst out real quick because I think this is gonna be. This is the one. I want both of these. Okay. So amethyst and plum. If you have frosted plum, I know, Monica, right? The bunny's alive. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the eyes going now, which is good. And a lot of times at paint parties, y'all don't have to have easels. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do the party without easels. But depending on the space, I may have to use the easels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the amethyst first with the round brush. And I'm just going to find some placement and just kind of like do these little blobs. Okay? So almost like grapes, maybe, kind of like grapes in a weird way. A little bit of grapes, and it still has a little bit of that plum on it, so it kind of has both. So you can do both on there. Now, I just want to say real quick, I know so many of y'all are way better painters than I could ever even imagine being. So when I see your paintings, remember, we have an award going to the most creative, the most creative background. That goes to people who are creative. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're the best painter. It means that you were the most creative with it. So I want you to, if you're brand new and you're learning and you want to follow exactly what I'm doing, I totally get that and respect that, and that's totally fine. Actually, when people start their paint party business, I actually recommend them doing that because then you don't have to worry about coming up with stuff. You already knows what you already know what to do and what's happening. So, but if you're like, oh my gosh, I saw somebody earlier post the cutest bunny and it looked like it was a bunny. It was this bunny painting a bunny. It was so cute. And the bunny had on like a beret or something. It was so adorable. So, yeah, and Peggy, I'm not sure what kind of flower this is. I'm really bad with flowers. I'm bad with the name of flowers and the name of birds. I'm really bad at that. I probably should do some kind of like study on that. That might be a good thing to do. That may be something in my spare time. Instead of reading about Brad Pitt, maybe I should read about some flowers. I don't know. I might take a nap. Okay, so add this in here. But what I'm saying is don't worry about if it's not exactly like mine. That's part of this. Like, you'll see me tomorrow. I will have all the paints ready for this exact painting, but I will encourage them to go off on their own and to do different colors because it looks really, really great for your marketing photos when people have different colors, different varieties, so many different fun things. What color can you mix to give you pink? Oh, if you use red and white, if you want like a light pink, use just a dot of red. If you want a darker pink, use more red with less white. And then also if you add in just a tad bit of blue, it's gonna make a beautiful purple. Or sometimes the blue will make a really pretty pink. So there's some cool stuff like that. Okay. Oh, Susan, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let's take a breather real quick. Y'all know what time it is? Can anybody guess what time is it? Dun da da da. Who knows? What time is it? Jumping jack time. Okay, take a deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, stand up. Stand up. We're going to do jumping jack and a gift card giveaway. Ready? In 3, in 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, take a deep breath. There's a reason for this method. I will tell you why in a second. Okay, jumping jack time. It's hammer time, Lisa. It's hammer time. Very good. Okay, and the next winner of the gift card, and then I'll tell you why we're doing these jumping jacks. All right, we got Tiffany Robertson. You are the winner. Tiffany Robertson. If you will email support@texasartandsoul.com, your full address, we will send you a gift card. Now, the reason why I just had you do that, and I'm going to grab some terracotta. If you don't have terracotta, use something kind of similar to, maybe a clay color. But the reason why, yes, Lynette says, get the blood flowing. Very, very good. Also, in my paint parties, I don't necessarily have them do jumping jacks in the paint party, which I might have them do it tomorrow. We might try that. But I have them stand up and go look at other people's art. The reason why I do this, and I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to do little dashes, okay? Almost like if you've ever seen me do Starry Night, we just do these little bitty dashes. The reason why is you want your guest to be able to take a breather. Look away from their painting for a minute. Because if they're sitting there for 2 hours staring at their art, and especially if they've never painted before, they're going to be freaked out. If you're a painter and you're used to this, no big deal, right? You can sit there and you can paint, you can crank up your music, even though sometimes we do have to have a moment where we take a moment and just kind of breathe and have a break. But if you are, painting with brand new people, see how those are just dashes? Though, not that way, this way. Nothing serious. These are just dashes. Okay? But if you don't give your painters, which tomorrow you'll see that, if you don't give your painters a chance just to breathe, just to take a moment, then you're going to have a whole stressed out crowd, okay? So you need your painters every once in a while just to shake it out, just to take a deep breath. You want to, and especially if in the paint party world, if you have, all of a sudden you see everybody really stressed, have them take a deep breath, have them look at their neighbors and say, hey, I like what you're doing there. I used to always do that as an art teacher. My students, they would all of a sudden be looking really stressed, and I'd go, okay, take a deep breath. I want you to look at your neighbors to the right, and I want you to tell them one thing that you like about their artwork. So first off, oh, and Elizabeth says, my husband thinks I'm crazy or crazier. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Becky, she says, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to go cry now and I'm good. I'm too far behind. Becky, oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, everyone take a deep breath. Remember, we talked about this. We talked about this at the beginning. I'm going to be painting way faster. We're only an hour in. Usually this takes 2 full hours, but I'm going to be way ahead of that. The reason why this is recorded and the reason why you have until Tuesday is so that you can rewind me and then pause me and then go do that part of it. Rewind me and then pause me. So remember, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. So I want everybody just to and know that it is totally fine, okay? It's okay if you're not exactly where I'm at. Some of y'all are just having a glass of wine, watching me paint, hopefully winning some gift cards, and then you're going to paint it this weekend. And that's fine. Some of y'all are still at the very beginning. It's fine. I promise you. Totally fine. You're going to have until Tuesday to have a part of this. You're going to have until Tuesday to get it done. So don't you worry. You will have access to this video. You're not behind, I promise you, okay? You can always rewatch it. Always rewatch it. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Remember, no crying in baseball. No, I'm just kidding. We can definitely cry sometimes. We're artists. We're emotional people. Sometimes we cry. It's okay. Cheers to that. It's okay. All right. So, yeah, Liz says, watching you paint live has been so enjoyable. Oh, thank you, Liz. And then Tiffany was saying she rarely paints when I paint it live. She paints it after. Yes, it's totally fine. Totally fine. How do you keep adding colors without letting it dry? So here's the thing. Because I've been painting a long time and I paint, whimsical, simple acrylic paintings, I love to paint like when it's wet. I don't mind. It doesn't scare me. It scares some people, especially people at your paint parties. But here's the thing about it. Right now it's drying. When you're teaching this at an event, it takes people longer, just like we noticed here. It takes people longer. So you're telling a step, well, they're gonna, while you're walking around, they're gonna be, letting it dry. Definitely, Shannon, crying is allowed, but don't drink the paint water. Yes, definitely. It's okay. Give her some love. No, give her some love. I know sometimes, especially if you're new to painting, I know it can be stressful. Oh my gosh, because we want it to be perfect right away. And I think a lot of times, we see this social media society and we think that everything has happened right away and we think that everything is instant. But we forget that it does take time. It does take time to learn. And that's okay. Remember that quote? Never give up on a dream just because of time. It will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Oh, so-and-so's folding laundry. I think I couldn't see her name, but somebody's folding laundry. She's like, I hadn't even started yet. So we're all good. All right, so let's give her some hearts. And anybody else here that's kind of, let's give them some hearts and some love because this is a good place to be, especially when you're learning. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of coffee and then we're going to go to the next step. And don't worry if y'all aren't on the next step. It's okay. Oh my gosh, Lori accidentally rinsed her brush in her coffee. That's bad. That's real bad. Yes, Amy, I always say give yourself grace. Oh my gosh, we have to give ourselves grace. That's so, so important. How many of y'all have drank the paint water? How many of y'all have put your brush in your drink that was very expensive? Yes. One time I ordered a really nice drink and then I put my paintbrush in it. Let me know if I'm in good company. If I'm in good company. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and do the next step. All right, so this part, we're gonna take a little bit of that champagne. I'm gonna see if I can open this one. Hopefully it won't be stuck. A lot of times, I might need Bobby. Maybe he can hear me. If y'all all yell Bobby, maybe he can hear. Bobby? I'm going to have to get him to open this. I have very, very weak arms. Very weak arms. Oh, yay. Never mind. I did it. I do not have weak arms. I have very strong arms. Okay, so this is a champagne. The champagne gold, they actually have it in these small 2 ounce as well. They have it in that as well. So what I'm going to do is just take I can take a liner brush or you can still use this round brush, okay? All I'm going to do is just grab it and just dab on these flowers, the same exact thing that I have already done. So it's nothing serious. It's nothing new. We're literally doing the same thing. Oh my gosh, see, Lana says, I've drank my paint water many times, dipped my brush in the drink too. I love that. I am not the only one. Y'all are making me feel so good right now because I think it happens more often than I like to admit. But you just get going. This will be in the group if we are behind. Yes, Amber. Yes, this will be in the group if you're behind. And then you still have, for all of y'all that are wanting to go for the prizes, you have until Tuesday. We'll actually announce the winners of the prizes on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. So remember, if you're behind, you're not behind because you could be painting this tomorrow while you're watching me teach the party, because again, I'm going to be teaching this again tomorrow. Remember, I'm going to be teaching it, but I'll be teaching it to a room full of 10 people. So you have all weekend to do this. So no worries, okay? All right, so I just added a little bit of that champagne there. I'm actually going to just turn this brush over, dip it, and then I'm going to just put some dots in here. And this is where y'all can get creative on your ties. Maybe you want to do stripes. Oh, you're so welcome, Amber. No worries. Oh, I'm getting a little crazy with my dotting. No worries. So we're just going to dot this. And I'm just using the back of the brush. And again, I'm kind of course, I'm painting this a little faster than normal, so that way you can go back and kind of pause it and watch it. But if I was like just painting this with my music cranked up, of course it would look way cuter because I would just be fully looking at this, okay? So you have until Tuesday. You have until Tuesday to paint this bunny. As well as, oh, my Aunt Becky's on here. Hey, Aunt Becky. So all of this, you're going to have until Tuesday to paint this. And then also, in the featured of this group, you can print this out. So you can print this out so that you can have, step by step. So if you're a person who it's better at reading it. And then this right here is also in the welcomed where you can print it out. This is that thing where you can check off. You're here, so you've checked that off. You've gathered your supplies, you've checked that off. You've attended the shopping, the paint one day, which you're at right now, all of that kind of stuff. So definitely, is it your birthday, Christy? Christy Cogburn. I think I said it right. You are the next winner. Happy birthday, Christy. Christy, let's go ahead and send you a gift card. If you want to send your name, Christy. I know I'm saying Cogburn. I think I said that right, hopefully. If you want to send your name to and your address to support at texasartandsoul.com, I'll send you a gift card for some coffee. So happy birthday. Okay, make sure you have your summer dream written. I'm going to leave this here, so if you need to look at it while I'm finishing this up. Oh, and everybody's wishing her happy birthday. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the liner brush. So get you a liner brush. I'm going to use that dark brown. It could be espresso or it could be that chocolate brown like I'm using. And just go over your lines. Now, if this part, like you have shaky hands, so like right now I'm drinking coffee and I just smeared this. I'm going to paint over it. Because I'm drinking coffee right now and it's a little late in the evening, I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee right now because it is late in the evening. If your hands are shaky, sometimes my hands get shaky. What you want to do is always anchor your finger, okay? So I'll kind of like sometimes grab it. So I'm going to outline these ears. I'll put my pinky down like this. Let me see if y'all can see that. My pinky down, and then I'll just bring that line. So a lot of times, because especially for a paint party, I'll want to have my energy up. And so I'll have my energy up, so I'll drink a coffee or, something, root beer, something caffeinated, just to like kind of get my energy up for the party. And then because I did that, now I'm shaky. And so when you're trying to do these lines, you can always either anchor it or you can get like a Posca paint pen. Those are optional. And then those Posca paint pens can, just literally just draw on them really easy and really fast. And they take away the pressure of what I'm doing right now. So if that's you and you're like, I get, shaky, or maybe you just get your hands are shaky and it's just part of it, that's another way to do that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, oh man, I just noticed something, Bobby. We shouldn't have traced the circles.
Too late now.
I know. Okay. Little tip for you. A tip that we just learned. So we have our paint party that you're going to be a fly on the wall tomorrow. So we have our paint party and we pre-painted all of these, and then we traced the circles for their smileys. So what I'm probably going to try to do is make this more prominent pink so it looks like it fits, and outline it with the pink. So I'm gonna try to do that right now real quick. So yeah, that's a little tip. If you are pre-tracing for your paint parties, which I highly recommend you do, don't trace that part. Got it? Tip from us, from our mistake. Yes, and you could use a fine point Sharpie. Very good. What's the summer dream thing Ronnie is asking? Oh my gosh, Ronnie, I am so happy you asked that question. while I answer that question about the summer dream, I'm gonna start using some black and just adding some outlines to this painting, okay? So to do that, I'm gonna grab my liner brush and I'm gonna grab black paint. I'm just gonna roll it in there so I can just get a good, nice point. And then all I'm gonna do is just kind of start to outline very whimsically, okay? Whimsically meaning I am not worried too much. I'm just gonna go around these flowers. If they're not perfect, see like that, like I didn't make it perfect, it's okay. And so for anybody who is joining late, I am so excited you're here. First off, pat yourself on the back for being present. Oh, Bobby, hi. Bobby just patted himself very strongly on the back. Very strong over there. I was earlier. I was trying to open a paint thing, and I was like, I think I'm gonna need Bobby to open this for me. I was struggling. These hands are made for painting. They're not made for really crazy things like opening paint jars. Anyway, no, they do get stuck. Anybody else have problems with that sometimes? I always do. So I'm glad you asked about the summer dream. Now here is what the summer dream is about. And I'm going to kind of just go over my leaves as well so y'all can watch. I am challenging you to your homework tonight. The reason why I want you to do this tonight is we're already here. We're already together. You can already be doing this right now while I'm painting. I want you to get a piece of paper, write summer dream, and then I want you to write the date, and I want you to write I will, and then I want you to think about something that you want to do this summer. Again, it does not have to be anything big. It can literally be, I want to go to this restaurant that's in this town next door, and me and my husband keep talking about it, and we never go. We say we're going to do it, but we never do it, right? It could be literally that simple. It does not have to be anything big. I'm just taking black paint right now and just adding some details to this. Just all this. And another thing too, when you print out your step-by-step, you're gonna have a picture of this so you can see exactly where I put my black paint. So you can easily see where I put my black paint. So if you're like, oh my gosh, where's she adding it? You can easily see it. So I'm just adding it on here. And so the reason why I'm challenging you to do this is because I read an article recently from Wealth Research Group. According to Wealth Research Group, 98%, this makes me so sad, 98%, yes, Lisa, it can be a spring dream. It can. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. And 98% of people die without fulfilling their dreams. And I'm saying this because I want you to fulfill your dreams. And our dreams don't always have to be these massive, crazy, I have to go to Italy for 14 months or I can never have it. No, sometimes it's like, I just want to go kayaking. We have a girl in Paint Party headquarters. Her name is Sarah. And we were meeting for our prayer and gratitude meeting this week. And she was literally on her kayak during the meeting. And I thought, wow. Sarah, I want to live like you. Like, she brought her kayak and found a way to do the meeting while she was kayaking. Like, she loves to kayak, so she is finding a way. She's not making excuses. And so the reason why you have a date is because when you write it down and you proclaim it and you make a plan for it. So like if one of mine for this summer is I want to meet my dad halfway in Waco, because that's about halfway from where he lives, in Waco for coffee at the Magnolia where Chip and Joanna Gaines do their stuff. I love that place. And I want to meet him for coffee. Well, I need to call him and get a date scheduled. If I don't have a date scheduled, I can say that all day long. Hey, Dad, I want to meet you for coffee. It's going to be awesome. But it's never going to happen unless we put a date and we plan it. So your job tonight, and again, there will be a prize. I will pick one person that does this. I'm just going to add a few more little lines here. there will be a prize for being active and being trying to take initiative. I'm going to pick one of you and to give a prize to. But I want you to post a picture of you holding that, or post a picture of your piece of paper. I would really love, this is what I would really love. I would really love you either holding it with it filled out. That would be amazing. And the reason why is because people will be inspired by seeing your dream, and it'll make them want to dream bigger for theirs, okay? So whether it's a huge dream or a small dream. So this is the best. Or you can just, go live if you feel comfortable in this group and hold it up and say, this is what I want to do, and this is the date I'm going to do it. So I'm actually going to post right after this and the date of my dream and what my dream is for this summer. So I'm so excited. Yes, I know some of y'all are like big dreamers like me. So you have a lot of big dreams, and I get that. Some of y'all are real big dreamers and you take action on those. So this may be like an easy challenge for you. I want to, congratulate you for that, because it takes practice. I'm just going to put a little black right here, and then we're going to start adding some white. It does take practice to start like fulfilling your dreams. And I think the reason why, oh, thank you, Car. That's so sweet. I think the reason why is because I want people to live happy lives, and I want people to realize that a lot of times the things that we really, really want out of life are not that hard to get. I mean, yes, I'm reading about Brad Pitt on, an Us Weekly, but my dream isn't to go to Hollywood and try to find Brad Pitt. I could care less, right? I just want to see what, is going on. That's not my dream. My dream's not to go on a year-long hiatus and not ever have to work. And, that's not my dream. A lot of people are like, I want to retire. Honestly, y'all, I have never even, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's because I'm doing what I love. I've never even thought about a retirement date because I feel like if you're doing what you love, and if you have purpose, and you have passion with your purpose, you can take time and enjoy life while you're still pursuing that passion. That doesn't mean, I don't ever want to slow down, but I feel like when you start to lose your purpose or your reason for getting up, you start to lose a purpose. You start to lose, like, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? And I think a lot of times we think, well, at a certain age, it's been drilled in our head at 65, we're supposed to retire and that's it, and live out our golden years. Well, I know a lot of 65-year-olds that are living it up, that are having a second chance, a third chapter, a fourth chapter. I know a lot of 20-year-olds that are having a second chapter, a third chapter. I was one of those 20-year-olds that had to start over with the second chapter that I was not expecting. And so I just want to encourage you to not take this summer as just a summer that's going to pass, but take it as, what kind of cool crap can we do this summer? What kind of cool stuff can we get into? And not just say, I hope it happens, but how are we going to make it happen? And that is what this is about. So who is going to post this after we are finished here? Because we are almost at the end. Oh my gosh. We are almost at the end of day one. Okay, so I'm going to mix a little bit of that champagne with some of this white to add some whiskers, okay? So a little of the champagne with a little bit of the white to add the whiskers. Okay, so I just saw a question about a major surgery and then it went away. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have seen that. If for some reason, and again, if this is not the answer to your question, because I did not see it all, so I apologize. But if it was about watching this on replay, You definitely can watch on replay. Okay, so Becky says she'll post tomorrow. Susan says done. Oh, an action taker already. And let's see, I will post, but just warning, no makeup. I just showered, and that is totally okay. Totally fine. I love that you're still being brave to post, and you're still being brave to take action, even though you're like, oh, I really want my makeup on. Good for you. I did that in Hilo, Hawaii, and it was a blast. Was that zip lining? Oh my gosh, we went hang gliding a couple of years ago, and Bobby really wanted to do it. He wanted to do it forever because we've been skydiving, like we've done a lot of crazy stuff. And we went hang gliding, and Pixie is terrified of heights. And somehow we managed to talk this girl into going hang gliding. And I'm pretty sure that the person that was doing the hang glide with us, we were tandem. I'm pretty sure he was high. I'm just saying. And so he was this younger kid, and we were just up in the air, 5,000 feet. He's, hang gliding and doing these fun little turns and stuff like that. And it was so much fun. Well, Pixie's up there, and she's actually, above, and he's, right there, doing all of the controls or whatever. And he's trying to talk to her because it's literally like silent up there. When you're up there hang gliding, I don't know if you've ever, hang glided before. I don't know how to say it right. I don't know how to say it. But if you've ever done that before, it is totally silent up there. And so I'm just kind of like laughing and talking with him. Well, Pixie, when she was doing it, she said that she was totally silent. She was literally trying to just not throw up on the guy's head. And then he would try to be talking to her about, how he was rollerblading with his dog that morning. And so we always make the joke. We're like, here's Pixie, 5,000 feet in the air. And the guy's like, I went rollerblading with my dog this morning. And here she is just trying not to throw up on this guy. But I was so proud of her for, just conquering a fear. It was a big fear. And I don't technically ever have the desire to hang glide again. I love heights. I do have the desire to jump out of a plane again. That was a blast. I thought that was so much fun. But hang gliding, I didn't love it. I like the adrenaline of the fall more than I like the just floating around, where Bobby loves the floating around. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap, okay? So here's our cute bunny. What do you think? Did you have fun? Tell me yes if you did. I'm going to recap our homework, okay? So you have 3 things for your homework, okay? So are you ready for this homework? All right, get your pencils ready. It's time to take notes, okay? Number 1, paint the bunny. You can re-watch this. This will be on replay. We will actually put this to the top in the featured so you can re-watch it. So number 1, paint the bunny. Number 2, I want you to post a photo of yourself with your summer dream, the date that you are actually going to make it happen. Write it down. This is how it's going to work. And then I will, whatever that is, I want you to write what you're going to do, okay? The date and what you're going to do. Dream it, plan it, do it, okay? That is so, so important. And then 3rd, I want you to set your alarm right now for 6 p.m. Central tomorrow. We are starting an hour earlier. The reason why is because the restaurant, remember, I'm teaching at a restaurant that we filmed Yellowstone, I act like I'm a part of the Yellowstone crew. I wish. Yellowstone in 1883. So we are teaching at a restaurant that part of 1883 was filmed at. And so I'm actually going to take you on a tour and show you a little bit about where Tim McGraw was and some of the stars. So you're actually going to see that, but we have to start at 6 because they close at 9. So the painters will start showing up around 6:15, and then you're gonna watch me, you're gonna be a fly on the wall watching me teach a paint party. So you're gonna see me in action teaching 10 people how to do this. And the reason why is a lot of you are like, could this happen? Could this work for me? And guess what? If you have this summer dream and then you learn how to teach a paint party, and you're like, how am I going to make the money to do this summer dream? How about do a couple of paint parties and put that money away for your summer dream? It can happen. And that is how paint parties have changed my life. I was doing it a little at a time to make some extra money. And then I kept making more extra money and more extra money. And then it got really crazy and really fun. So I'm so excited. So let me know if you are excited about tomorrow. If you are going to post and do your homework, we will do a post and say, make sure you post your thing. I just want to see the whole page flooded with your summer dreams. I just want to see everybody like excited and inspired about something really great. So tomorrow will actually be happening at 6 p.m. Central. So set your alarm, 6 p.m. Central. So I'm not sure what that is. I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't want to tell you for sure, but I know for sure it's 6 p.m. Central. So if you Google 6 p.m. Central to your time zone, that's what it is. But it's an hour before we started tonight. So I hope you had fun. I had fun. Let's end with some jumping jacks. Let's make our family think we're really crazy, okay? All right, stand up. Stand up. All right. Let's end with some jumping jacks. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're really crazy. Okay, take a deep breath. I hope you had a blast. I hope you had some fun. I hope you had some laughter. You're going to post your summer dreams in this group as soon as we're done here. I want to see the whole page flooded with all of these things. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Thanks for being here.